Once we take them to Kurg, then usually once we take them to Party each year, alternating, and then another trip, a different trip. Last year we took them to Mysore for 3 days.
Okay.
And we do other small trips also that are mostly by, on the inspiration. And they have different speakers coming. So now we'll go up to the top level. I think you saw everything. So here, badminton is they love to play badminton, and then they have a cricket area a little bit further away. And then they have some sometimes they play basketball, but basketball is not that popular. And here's their washing stones where they wash their own clothes. No washing machines.
That's good. It's a good practice. Really.
Then we'll go upstairs and I'll show you the
Sure.
rooms that we use upstairs. And for the warm water. Who comes, which is yoga. And last year we have a Bharatanatyam teacher who came on Sundays and was teaching Bharatanatyam. They have a little store, and this is for their hygiene items and different things like that. And they have to buy all their hygiene items. We have this monetary system, I'll show you up there. And so they have to purchase all their hygiene items with their own money. So this is the girls section. It's just like the boys, so we won't go in there.
Nice to hear. Sure, sir.
Yes.
My turn. Okay. Did she talk to you about the room points?
Yeah.
Yes.
She explained.
Yeah.
See, kids need some motivation. Motivation can either be positive or negative. Most of Indian motivation is negative. If you don't do this, I'm gonna beat you. No, really, are they find fault with the kids? You're stupid, jerk. Are you not smart enough to understand? They do all negative things. Don't believe it. You should be more positive. You should be more motivation. So the first part of our motivation is by our staff. Our staff should practice the principles that we're trying to teach the kids. By example, that inspiration should come, that they should follow. But second of all, they need some other kind of motivation. So there should be a positive motivation. So we have a positive motivation by a technique, a monetary system that we've done. So I'll give you an idea. In India, a monetary system is based on the rupee. In America, a monetary system is based on the dollar. In Europe, the monetary system is based on the euros. Okay. So in TREP, we have a monetary system based on TIMS. Okay. TIM stands for the TREP Incentive Monetary System. So we print our own money. Okay. We don't print rupees, we print TIMS. Okay.
Okay.
In denomination of 25, 50, 100, and 500.
Okay.
So, what we do is, through this process of our monetary system, we motivate kids. How do we motivate? We assign each kid a particular job to do. If they do that job properly, they get paid 50 TIMS a day. Okay? Every week they get a payment day. In fact, we just had a payment day every Saturday. If they do that job properly for 7 days, they get 50 times 7, 350 rupees. TIMS. Okay? Now, if they don't show up and they do that job, they get cut. Okay? They don't get that 50 TIMS. If they do a sloppy job, they get again cut. So we teach them in the real world outside there, if you don't show up for work, you don't get paid. If you don't do a proper job, you don't get paid. Okay? So we're teaching responsibility through this motivation thing.
Okay.
So we use the motivation also To encourage good conduct. If a kid is particularly helpful to another kid, we give boom, 50 tips for you. Okay? We say this is an English-speaking only program. If you speak in Kannada, you'll be fined 50 tims.
Wow,
Okay?
okay.
You have to pay back 50 tims. So using the tims as positive and negative, that's our motivation like this. Example, one student is given the responsibility of putting the daily code up on the board before 6 in the morning. We wake up at 5 here. So they have to research the quote, they have to put the quote up. Okay? Every day we talk about this quote and the meaning of the quote in the evening for snacks. You're also responsible for maintaining vocabulary lists. It hasn't started this year because we just first week. Okay. And they're responsible. One other thing.
So from where they will get this? Where they will
They have to research.
Okay, there is a library.
There's a library here. They have to pull some quotes from the library or from home or from whoever. But that's their job. If they don't put it up, they don't get it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Those are
Other kids are, for example, we have policemen, okay, or policewomen, okay, who make sure everybody does clean up properly and all like this. They don't, they fine them 50 tims, okay, or they did good, bonus 50 tims. We have bankers, okay, here we use this TIM program to talk about banking system. So we have bankers that do debits and credits, do interest rates, do balances. Every kid has a passbook of how much money they collect every week on Saturday, and they deposit it in the bank through their banker, okay? And like this. So competitions, if they have competitions, again, we just started the program, so we don't have much. Today will be our first competition. In competitions, for example, math flashcards, or singing competition, or debate competition, or fancy dress competition, whatever competitions we have, which is usually weekly, you know, they compete. Whoever wins gets 100 tims, 75 tims, 50 tims, first, second, third place. Okay. We have school marks. Whoever gets good in school marks, if they increase from last time's marks, they get tims. We have what we call Education and Human Values class, which is what I teach 3 days a week to the kids using stories and songs and signboards that convey values. So we give a test every Sunday on those values. What are those values? What is the story associated with the value and so on? They get TIMS for that. So TIMS is really a fundamental part of our motivation and instruction for this. I'll tell you how it works also. This is a free program.
Okay.
So we supply the toothbrush, the toothpaste, soap, washing soap, bathing soap, shampoo. And when we first started the program, we were giving it all free. And so much of that stuff was going, the kids were using. Okay? Then we said, let's make the kids responsible for this stuff. Let them pay for it with using their TIMS. After all, they're getting their TIMS, no money. Let them pay for their soaps, their shampoos, and all like this.
Nice.
The amount of soaps every month got drastically reduced because all of a sudden they're responsible for buying their soaps.
Okay.
It's not freely given. This is an important thing I learned in service 40 years ago. When you give something free, people don't value it. If they have some participation in that, then they value it. For a person, you know, you may give a food, I'm just saying, you may give a food worth 100 rupees. If they pay 5 rupees, then they value that food, they won't waste it. If you give it to them free, then it's wrong. So hides are all purchased by the kids.